like, and I don't think they missed on their first probably 7 to 8 possessions. And when you spot a team that many points, it's hard to come back. We fought, we came back, but at the end, you're gonna have to pay for it because you're gonna be exhausted, legs tired, and you just can't do that to good teams.
Are the freshmen having problems finding their spots? It seems like you direct them on the floor in some places, which is a job a point guard does a lot, but are they catching up with the offense?
A little bit, but freshmen is freshmen. They gonna come out and they gonna play, and sometimes they're gonna be consistent, sometimes they're gonna be great. But at the same time, we got 2 good freshmen that start with us, DJ Richardson and Brandon Paul, and they play hard, and it's hard to teach. But we're gonna go back to the drawing boards and get ready for Iowa.
Did you talk about Gray and Bolden? Those tough matchups. What do they do best?
Oh, they cause a lot of mismatch problems. The isolations with the post players, or Bolden coming off or posting up, or coming off the single. So they got real good shooters with Gray and Bolden on the wings, and then Dimitri, he's going to get in there, penetrate, and find those guys. If not, they got good post players with good size and that can bang down low.
Why did this team start so slow today in this environment, you think?
Oh no, we just got on bad starts. I think we probably only had 2 or 3 good starts for the whole year with the first 5 minutes. So it's just not this game. It's something that we got to pick up, and we got to find it for the Big Ten. For the Big Ten season.
So you guys talk about before the games about starting strong, and then you got 20,000 orange shirts all over, and then.
Almost definitely. We talked about it. We always put up that first 5 minutes. Let's win the first war and get out on a good start. And unfortunately, we haven't been doing that this year. And we gotta pick it up and start the games. We gotta come out and make them be on their heels.
Dominique, were you surprised how they were letting you play in the lane?
I was a little surprised at first. They were giving me a lot of open looks that I didn't think I would get, but I just kept setting ball screens and rolling. They wasn't helping, so I was just diving to the goal and getting a lot of easy shots.
Yeah. Dama, how big is it for you to make a contribution, especially after not playing so many minutes against Northwestern?
It's big. Coach told us before the game that Northwestern played a different style to everybody. It wasn't for everybody to guard. And he told us he was going to need the bench to come through this game because of the way they play. The West Coast team, they up and down, like to run and jack threes and play physical down low. So I knew the team was going to need me, so I tried to come in and help as best as I could.
You guys talk about the contribution you got from Jeff Jordan tonight.
Jeff, tremendous. He's been playing great all year. He's going to come in, push the ball, and fight on defense, and just a feisty point guard. And he does a great job, and I'm glad we have him back.
Dimitri, you and Coach Weber still do a lot of one-on-one time. It seems like he kind of pulls you in on the bench. What kinds of things do you guys talk about when it's just a shooting during the game?
Just what I'm seeing out on the floor, just what he wanted, and things like that. Most of the time it's talking about plays and things and getting the guys in the right position and what he wants for the next couple of possessions.
Dominique, when you have shots like that shot at the end of regulation, do you relish those opportunities? You get nervous of those opportunities? What's kind of your mindset?
I really don't think about anything except making a shot. Like, when he swung the ball, I just thought it was like I shot it like it was a regular 3. I didn't think about the pressure or the time or the score. I just shot it. That's how I pretty much play my game. I don't think about everything else. I just try to concentrate on what I'm doing. And fortunately, I was lucky enough to get it.
Coach said this was one of the most disappointing losses he can remember. You guys agree? Is this rank up there?
I would agree a lot. It's one thing to go down and just get beat by 30, but when you down 21, 22 points in the first half, do you fight your way? We cut it to 8.5, and then we cut the lead to 2, and we end up taking the lead, and be up that many points, and after being down and just fighting the whole game, it was a war the whole game. Everybody's tired, everybody's frustrated, and just to come back from that and lose, it hurts a lot more than just getting blown out.
Dominique, did you guys run out of gas with the big comeback?
I don't think we ran out of gas. I think we didn't execute down the stretch. I think we didn't run our offense well. We were getting lost on defense. They shot too many layups in the end, and part of that's me and Mike Davis' fault. I felt like I had a chance to foul him at the end and make 2 free throws instead of letting him get a wide open layup. I just tried to wall up. But it's not there's a bunch of plays, but I feel like it's definitely the big guys' fault this game because I felt like we gave him too many opportunities to shoot easy layups, and it was just a lot more I felt like I couldn't do, and there's a lot of things I can change, which I can't change it now, but all we can do is go back to practice and get ready for Iowa and hopefully make some strides.
What did you see on the final possession? Final time on the floor?
was front of possession. It was a reject ball screen and trying to find Brandon in the corner, and Bolden helped a little bit, and I should have kept it and it kept going and made him force up a little bit more and had Brandon a wide open shot. But we passed it. We had time on the clock, and Brandon shot it, and it didn't go in.
With Tisdale out or foul trouble most of the game and then leaving with 7 minutes to go, that evidently did put a crimp in it, and then it left you and Mike Davis, Dominique, to shoulder the load towards the end of the game and into overtime, correct?
Yeah, it was hard playing it. Mike Davis used to play that many minutes. I'm conditioned enough to play that many minutes. I feel like toward the end, I don't feel like we ran out of energy at all. I just felt like we didn't execute, like I said. I didn't feel tired at all. I felt like we were playing. Everybody was playing hard. Everybody was giving the energy. I know I got hit a couple times. I went down, but I was riding off the energy and emotion of everybody else and the fans and the team. And we wanted to just win bad. It's too bad we didn't get it, but Coach talked to Tisdale first thing in the locker room about getting silly fouls, and I talked to him too. So for us to be good, he can't get in foul trouble like that and be out that early in the game. He's a starter. He plays 20+ minutes. He gotta make smarter plays. But I feel like he'll lose right there.
Is there anything to the team's struggle away from home at neutral courts? 7 straight losses on a neutral court.
I don't know. That's a stat we all knew before the game. For some reason, we just not getting it done on neutral courts, and I don't know if that's just us being having a lot of young players or us not stepping up as older players. I feel like it's a combination of both. But for some reason, we just can't get it done on neutral courts. And like I was telling the team a couple weeks ago, that's not a good stat to have, because we all know in the NCAA tournament, all the courts are neutral. You don't play on your home floor. You don't play really on road games. You play on neutral courts. So it's definitely something we got to fix in a hurry, because the Big Ten season is right around the corner, and if we are lucky enough to get into the tournament, every game from there on out is going to be on a neutral court. So we definitely got to fix that. But it's hard with no more neutral court games.
Brandon, do you feel different away from Assembly Hall?
I've been here before. Got a chance to practice on this court. We had a lot of fans here, so I didn't really feel too different. I just want to come out and play hard and start on defense. But we wasn't hitting shots in the beginning, but we wanted to come back. We should have kept a lead.
Coach suggested maybe the freshmen were a little bit in awe of playing here. Was that the case for you, or not at all? A little bit in awe of playing on this floor in this environment, so on.
Yeah, came out. We didn't win the first 5 minutes like we should have. I came out and I missed my first couple of shots. Probably should have had better shot selection, but as the game progressed, coaches told me to get to the basket. Dimitri and all them, Dominique and Mike told me to get to the basket because I'm gonna get fouled, and I started doing that, and that's how we started working our way out.
Brandon, can you talk about the final shot?
It was in the gut. Dimitri came down. He did what Coach said, and it just didn't fall. I came down. I knew I was gonna get the last shot, so I didn't want it to be running through my head too much. I just wanted to square out and shoot, and it just didn't fall the way I wanted it to.
How would you characterize your first 14 games?
Disappointing. That's how I would characterize it. We lost to a lot of good teams, but I feel like we're a good team too. And to start off the season like this, it's definitely not what we planned. It's not the end of the world, but it's just something that's disappointing. We all had high hopes and we had high expectations. Everybody else did for us too. And to come out and lose to teams that we're supposed to beat and giving up that many points, it's just disappointing. I know the coaches are frustrated. I know some of the fans are frustrated. I know the team's frustrated, but we just got to come together and get ready for the Big Ten season, because it's behind us now. It's nothing we can do about it. Those games are gone. We can't get them back. All we can do is try to get as many Big Ten wins as we can and get ready.
Dominique, you talked a little bit about the tournament. Is that something that you think about even with the disappointing first 14 games?
It's something that's definitely on our minds, but I feel like the bigger goal is surviving our schedule. If we don't survive our schedule, there won't be in the NCAA tournament. We gotta come out focused, and we gotta work hard, and we gotta get ready for these games, because we have to go to Michigan State, we have to go to Purdue, we have to go to Ohio State. And those aren't easy places to play, and those guys also gotta come to us. And some of those, Michigan State's a good road team, Purdue's a good road team. We gotta be ready for that. And I feel like in these first 14 games, we haven't shown people how good we are, but I feel like we can turn it. It's still time to turn it around.
Any other questions for the players? All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Andy.